Kara Daniel, App Weekly News. Texas State proved to be really aggressive today. How did y'all handle that?
We want to be a physical team overall, and, our coaches emphasize physicality and being strong with the ball and being strong on defense. So, if we can match the other team's physicality, then we'll be in good shape.
Same thing he said. We just want to come out and match their physicality and really over physicality them. We just want to be aggressive, offense and defense, not allow shots in the paint, and then be able to get to our spots on offense and hit open shots and hit open players.
And this is also one for any one of y'all. Y'all's rebounds were crazy today. How did that improve from last game?
Coaches emphasize it a lot today. Us going to crash, because we heard they were really a good defense rebounding team. So us just crashing every time just helped us today. So.
Like you said, we can't just rely on the bigs just to get the rebounds. So I seen Zoe scrapping in there, getting some boards, and, I want to do my part and grab some rebounds as well. So if everybody fighting to get rebounds, we should be good to win the rebound battle most of the games.
David Katzenmeyer, 90.5 WASU and Appalachian Weekly News. It's the first win for you guys in a month. How does it feel to come away with a victory and get that first conference win?
It feels good, just being that win column. It feels really good, especially the fans and everybody just keep coming out and supporting us, and it just feels good.
And you had talked about the fans. Last year this place was getting filled out. We're seeing it again this year. The fans are coming back and still continuing to show support. What does that mean for y'all down on the court?
It just means a lot, just when we make a big bucket or get a big stop and we see everybody just cheering, it gives us more energy as well. So.
And this one for Myles, another great game, almost taking 20 shots, converting pretty much half of them. For you, where does that confidence come from on the floor?
My teammates. I just talked to Alonzo the other day, telling him that he feeds me confidence every day because he wants me to take shots. And, me taking shots doesn't come from a selfish way because I love to see my teammates eat too. But, when my teammates believe in me, it just makes the bucket look big because, I know I put the work in, but that's not really what makes me go in the game. It's my teammates. I feed off them. When we need a bucket, they look for me, and, I look for them as well. So.
I'd like to add to that. Myles, he's one of the best players in the conference. So we definitely need him to take shots, be aggressive. It's not being selfish. That's what we need from our team. And we instill confidence in each other, not just him, Dior, CJ. Everybody talks to each other. We all grew close. We're almost a brand new team. So in these last 6 months we've been together, we grew close, and we just keep instilling confidence in each other every day.
David Rogers, High Country Sports. Myles, in the first half, you were a rebounding machine. What was in your Kool-Aid before the game?
Hey, I just want to be aggressive on the glass because, most guards, they like to leak out and, try to get on offense. But our team always emphasizes we got to get the ball first before we run. And I feel like our fast break is better when a guard gets the rebound because you don't have to look for an outlet. You don't have to look for nobody to pass it. We can just catch it and go. And, when me and Alonzo get the rebound, then we off and running. So I just feel like me and Alonzo and all the other guards, too, getting rebounds, it just helps our team a lot.
A little research since Thursday. You guys were ranked after Thursday 28th in the country in Division I out of the 355 teams in field goal percentage defense, I think. What is it that you guys are doing that's allowing you to be so effective defensively?
Trusting each other. Nobody ever is on an island when we're guarding. It's always 5-on-5. And whenever we see somebody get beat on defense, we got to rotate and help. And, we work on that in practice. And, that's just the trust we have with each other on defense.
I'm going to build on that question from David Rogers, but Texas State was number one in the Sun Belt in free throw percentage, field goal percentage, and three-point field goal percentage. Held them underneath 40% in all three of those categories. Just what was the scouting report like for this team, and how did you guys execute that defensively?
They just talked about team defense the whole time. Us just helping each other out. Someone gets beat. We're rotating early. Helping them out. So I just feel like it was just team defense the whole way, this whole game. So.
And then this question for CJ: fifth year, 136th career game at App State, your first career double-double. Could you just kind of build on what that means to you and how you were seeing things out there?
It means a lot. Just my teammates. Just having that confidence in me to go out there and rebound. At a high level. So just for me to keep doing that, and I feel like it would be really good. So.
And then one last for me, Alonzo. You entered the starting lineup against North Texas, and since then you've been averaging about 12 points a game and been everywhere on the floor. Just how has the confidence from the coaching staff and your teammates kind of helped you thrive in this new starting role?
The confidence they gave me, I couldn't even explain. Like Myles said, we texted. Even Jackson, when I was told I was starting, Jackson texted me like we all believe in each other, and I think that's what helps me the most. Just having confidence in myself, and then also hearing the confidence from my coaches and my teammates, it makes me play well.
Any other questions for?
David Rogers, High Country Sports again. Earlier in the season, you guys were near the bottom of the 355 Division I programs in free throw percentage. Lately, you guys have been doing much better. Has Coach been having you guys throw free throws until midnight, or what's the?
Nah, we just continue to work on them in practice, and at the end of every practice, continue to work on them, and just it's a confidence thing. Just being able to step up there and knock it down. But I think we all believe we can do that, and I think it's showing. But yeah, at the end of every practice, just shooting free throws.
Any other questions for the three of these guys? All right, thanks, everybody. Be back in with Coach Kerns.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, really proud of our guys. We beat a really quality team. That's a really good team. That's a really good Sun Belt team. They've had some really good wins this year. And I thought that, we led for 37 minutes, but I thought we really had a complete game. Our bench helped us. We had our starters play well, and so I thought that we had to make some adjustments there with Morgan, who's averaging 17 points a game. He had 16 here tonight, and they were going small with him, and that was really creating some matchup problems. But we adjusted to that, and I thought we finished off the game well, and just really proud of our guys. We've been playing really good teams and fighting hard and right there, but we got through today.
Go ahead and move into questions.
David Rogers, High Country Sports. What were your thoughts about in scouting Texas State before the game, and what their strengths and weaknesses, and how you're going to prepare for them?
Yeah, so if you look at some net numbers and Ken Palm and some of those really high this was the third ranked Sun Belt team going into today, right? So this is a really quality team. They're a team that ranks top 50 in the country in setting ball screens, and they're really dynamic with it. It's one of the reasons we started in zone, just to kind of little change up. I don't think we've done that in maybe 6 years here, but to not have to just let them get in the rhythm ball screen offense-wise. Giving up some rebounds, we did go to our man, and I thought that was really good for us. They're a team that shoots the three well, but they don't shoot a lot of them, right? And so I thought we did a really good job outside of Dawson there. I think he made 3 or 4 there in the last 3 minutes, which sometimes in those situations, everybody's a good shooter, right? You're down 15, but credit to him, he made some of those. So I thought we did a really good job of forcing them to shoot threes. They don't normally shoot 22 threes. But they really play off the ball screen, and like I said, they're top 50 in the country of that, and put you in some spots and attack. And they have, I think the stat that we really harped on our guys was they're undefeated when they get 13 or more offensive rebounds. But the flip side, they haven't won when it's 8 or under. So that 8, and we held them to 8. So our guys did, I thought, a really good job on the glass. And 2 of those were in our zone in the first 4 minutes of the game. They're also top 50 in the country in getting to the free throw line where they make them. And so we held them to 7 free throws, a big deal. And 3 of those were we fouled a three-point shooter against the zone, so it wasn't. So I thought we did a really good job on the glass. I thought we really did a really good job of playing without fouling and keeping them off the free throw line.
After Thursday, you guys were, App State was number 28 out of the 355 teams in field goal percentage, defense.
3-point, yeah.
What are you doing really to stress the team defense?
Yeah, I just think that, our sum is greater than our parts, right? And that's the thing that I've been really talking to our guys about. And, listen, it's about our team, and our team's going to have to guard people. Our team's going to have to, defend really good players. Like, our team did Morgan's a good player. Like I said, he was preseason first-team all-league guy. We held him to 16, but, our team had to do a good job there. But, once again, I think it's a sum of is greater than our parts kind of team defense thing. And so knowing personnel is a big deal. Like Gums, he is probably the top guy in the conference in assist, right? Well, today he had 3, but we kind of slid under some ball screens to almost keep the ball in his hands, if that makes sense. Versus get 2 on the ball and now let him spray it to the guys and let them get downhill. And so we wanted him to take more shots than certainly play make. And so long story short, I think our guys did a really good job of knowing personnel. Like, they play a lot of people, but I got to know when to close out to a really good shooter, and I got to know when to close out to a really good driver. And it's so fast, like we've been, and it was a quick turnaround. The big thing with this game was just knowing personnel. And, Pope, he's a good player. He transferred from Nevada, who was at Tulane before that. But he's a guy that has had some big games for them, and we knew he wanted to score the ball, and we just tried to make everything difficult on him. But, Benson's a guy that, he is an elite shooter. Just the other night at Marshall, I think he had 5 threes, and he got fouled on 2 of them. So, we held him 0 for 3 there, and that's a big deal. So, knowing personnel, team defense.
One more. After Thursday night, I think it was a 21-4 bench points deficit for you, and you mentioned that you got to do a better job on from getting more productivity from your bench. Do you have anything special planned for Jackson Threadgill tonight after his nine points that helped you out there?
You know what? I'm proud of Jackson. There's ups and downs to seasons for teams. There's up and downs to seasons for individuals, right? He was just in a little bit of a down. Really proud of him there. He defended well today. He made some big shots. Once again, we've got confidence in our bench and our players, right? And so we don't need this out-of-body experience from them. They just need the best version of them, and we got that best version of Jackson Threadgill today.
Kara Daniel, AF Weekly News. Texas State proved to be pretty physically aggressive today. How would you say that your team handled that approach?
We matched it. I thought we matched the physicality. They've always had a really tough physical team. And that's something we try to pride ourselves on as well. But, I thought that we really matched the physicality and kind of from the start there, especially with the rebounding.
And Alonzo Dodd proved to sparkle today, leading in points. What is he doing for this team right now?
Yeah, Alonzo is really, helping us with Myles Tate, right? Like, Alonzo is a guy that's emerged as a really good ball handler. He's able to make threes, because he takes the right ones. The one thing it's allowed us to do is get Myles Tate off the ball some and free up Myles to get him some more off shots. With Myles had 22 points today. And so that's been a big plus for us. Once again, not only having another ball handler out there, but also another guy that's making some shots. And it's just taking some pressure off of Myles handling the ball.
Coach, I'm going to build off of David Rogers' question from earlier, but Texas State came into the game first in field goal percentage defense and field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. Just could you kind of harp on the game plan going into today to keep them down like you did?
Yeah, I thought our guys did a really good job with a quick turnaround. I mean, that's a quick turnaround, right? I mean, 1 o'clock on Saturday, and just to get a little, behind the curtain. So we didn't anticipate this snowstorm, right? And so we typically have a film and then a practice/walkthrough, and then we come back at 8:30. We do more film, special situations type thing. So I didn't want our guys out of late at night. I wanted them to be safe. So we did not do that. So right after practice, we came out and it was kind of, whoa, right? And so we let them shower. We said, hey, look, we're going to do our nightly walkthrough. We're going to just do it now. And so we were able to, we adjusted, right? We pivoted. And I thought our guys handled that well. Right, like it wasn't routine. We got out of routine to keep them safe, and then we went over some extra stuff this morning. But I just thought our guys did a good job of locking in and knowing personnel.
And it's been 136 games that you've coached C.J. Huntley, and today was his first career double-double.
Oh, wow.
Just what does that mean to you as a coach?
Yeah, I just think that, man, he's playing really good basketball. And the thing that CJ is doing, he's drawing the opponent's game plan. He's drawing the opponent's best defender. He's playing a lot of minutes. But he's a big part of their game plan. And for him to handle that with, coming out here with a double-double, certainly impressive. He's done a lot around here. He's been a part of 2 championships, and he's scored 1,000 points. But he's rebounding well, and I'm proud of him for his rebounding. We know he can score the ball, but he went up there late and really got some, and that's a big deal.
Hey, Coach, Lane with App State Athletics. So, real quick, if you could just talk about just Myles Tate, just in general, like 22 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. How does it, down the stretch, how does it make it easier on you just to have a guy that you can always kind of count on? They made a couple of threes in a row. You can give him the ball, make a couple jump shots. How does it make it easier just as a coach? You have a guy who you can just trust with the ball in your hands.
No question. I mean, I agree with everything you just said, right? And I think that, he's kind of always had a sixth sense of winning. He's, once again, Dorman High School had never won a state championship. He won 4. He comes here in our first year, we win another championship, right? And so, he means a lot to him. He's a great leader. He's a great teammate. But at the end of the day, his care factor is really high. His care factor for App State's high. He loves this place. He's going to be a graduate of this place soon. But I think that he just has a real care factor for his teammates. Has a real care factor for the game, for his preparation. It's a guy that's always in the gym. Some of these stories you hear about, coming back from a recruiting trip one time, I get back here sometimes, it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because you're driving 4 or 5 hours and things like that. And we carpool, so you kind of park here and things like that. And it was just a random time in the summer, right? And to hear the ball bouncing, And Myles Tate's in there on the shooting, at 1 o'clock in the morning by himself. In a full sweat, the game rewards that, those days add up. And so, to echo your comments, he's a guy we don't have to worry about, right? He's a winner.
Any other questions for Coach Kerns? Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. The great crowd today. Especially with the weather, awesome crowd. Let's do it again next week. All right, really appreciate App Nation coming out, helped us. Go Mountaineers, take the stairs.